Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulven. I'm here with Mike Godwin. We are going to be previewing this week's action in the B Division. Mike, this is week 6. Alright, this is actually the last week for All-Star consideration. So after this week, we'll total up efficiency numbers. I also have to send an email to the captains because I want to get a little bit of their advice for picking the All-Stars. Just a couple things I'm taking into consideration. And,
so you're telling me I might have to actually play this weekend to get in?
I think if you get in the game and you do what you've been doing all season, I don't think you'll have to worry about the All-Star.
No. You're talking to a 3-time snub right now. 3 times. Just remember that.
Oh, I always take into consideration when I'm talking to you.
Just remember who you're talking to.
Let's get started with heat check or skills that kills. Mike, is this the week that heat check gets their first win?
I don't know.
You don't know or you don't think so?
I think they are. They're going to get their first one. They picked up a nice little point guard. He had 19 points last week. So, I think they're going to start coming together this week. Nick Klein had a big game, finally.
Speaking of picking up point guards and stuff like that, what is more exciting than the roster deadline at Hackendall basketball? Is there anything?
No. As we saw on the Facebook page.
We have the NBA draft coming up. We'll have the trade deadline for all different sports. But, you know, it seems like they get hyped up a lot more. But the Hackendall basketball all-star roster, or the roster deadlines, I'm just throwing in all kinds of words, roster deadline, you know, it just, it gets better every season. It is. There's nothing like it. Nothing like the deadline. Mike, I'm going to go heat check in this one. I like skills to kills. I think they're playing some of their better basketball right now. But I'm going heat check. I think this is the week they get done.
I think I agree with you.
But if I'm heat check, I don't take skills to kills lightly.
If I'm heat check, I can't take anyone lightly. I haven't won a game yet.
I completely agree.
They might have won one, but...
Heat check?
Yeah.
I don't think they won one yet.
Well, then,
wrong, though.
I'm not taking anyone lightly.
Next up, we have J Squad versus Fighting Mongooses. Mike, I'm really worried about Fighting Mongooses. Last week they played Hog Mob. This week they have J Squad, 2 of the best team basketball we've seen in the season. Something like that.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, I was flirting with the idea of what I meant.
I got J Squad by 12. No, even more than that, 18.
J Squad's probably gonna mercy fight Mongooses.
You think mercy?
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I think Hog Mob did, or was right around there. So Hog Mob.
And Fight Mongoose doesn't have a win yet.
Rough schedule for them.
Yeah.
Mike, next up, in what has to be the game of the week, not because it is going to be the game of the week, but because of so much history between these two teams. Faculty and the Fireballers.
This is the game I've been waiting for. And the whole time last week we were working, and Rudy just wants to talk about Scooty Randall. Like, of course you're going to talk about him.
You're going to talk about
Scooty. Pick him up, deal with it.
You're going to talk about Scooty.
Deal with it. He's like, yeah, you had to pick Scooty Randall up, huh? And I was like, don't worry about it. Who we picked up. You didn't pick anyone up.
Scooty Randall picked us up.
You
didn't heard the fact we were playing prime time. Yeah. He said, let me play with the fact.
You didn't take advantage of the deadline. Not our fault. We did.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't want to hear it from anybody.
Well,
Scooty Randall, Turkmont, and Chris Laws are here to stay.
Mike, in this league, you have to chase who you think is the best team.
Right.
Just like every other team. What do the teams do in the NBA, Mike? If you know that you're going to see the Heat in the championship, what are you going to do?
Try and get better than the Heat.
Yeah, you're going to try and get better. You're going to try to get players that, you know, can compete with the Heat.
Right. You need a big 3, and we got a big 8. That's all it is.
Big 8. Big 8.
We have a big 8.
Now, the faculty, they have a big guy. Brahimi, I think it is. Brahim?
That's Fireballers.
Oh, I meant Fireball. Fireballers, they have
Yes, they do.
big guy Raheem. But is he going to be able to match up with Turk?
No. Have you seen how big Turk is?
And
I think you have. I mean, he played with us this past week.
and is Jaleel even going to be able to
He's not
keep
gonna
up
be able to dunk this
with
game.
Scooty?
He's not going to be able to dunk.
No, he'll probably get a dunk.
Nah, he's not going to dunk.
What if he does?
I'm believing in the faculty this week.
Believe in the faculty.
Believe in the faculty.
So are you
Jaleel,
saying?
Rudy, believe in
Are
the
you
faculty.
saying don't believe in the Fireballers?
No, not for this week.
All right. Every other week I pick the Fireballers, but I have so much confidence in sitting there on the sidelines watching the faculty just dismantle them.
We're just sitting here as the front office of the faculty. Just
making moves, Mike.
Making
That's what you
moves.
got to do. When you see other teams bring out their 7-footers, you got to bring out your own.
Yeah, right?
And if you're like 6'7", 6'8" in the Ag League, you're like a 7-footer.
I can't wait to hear all the excuses Rudy has. Luckily, he's not working this weekend. He might just.
I think he voted on Monday.
Yeah, he might just run right out of the building.
I can see him not even shaking our hands and leaving before the game's over.
He might not even show
Bye.
up. Rudy, you know what? Stay at the beach, buddy. Just don't even.
You're saying it's not worth the drive
Not
back?
worth the drive, yeah.
Now,
Take your time coming back.
If Fireballers aren't fired up, I don't know what more we can do. We want the best of the Fireballers this week. Fireball, aren't they 4-1 or something? They're gonna be 4-2.
What's that mean to me?
They're gonna be 4-2.
I'm going with the faculty by at least 20.
Yeah, I feel like they only won by 20. I feel like they had an off game
It's
or
a
something.
loss.
Or I feel like Turk or Scooty didn't show
I
up.
know. Which, as of right now, they said they're coming.
Oh, they'll be here. They'll be here. They're in here for the long haul.
Oh yeah. Signed to the faculty.
Next up, we have Catalina Wine Mixers versus Elite.
Why don't you go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first on this one.
Elite's gonna win this game, Mike.
I didn't say that. I was gonna say that.
Catalina struggled against an ACC team that plays similar to Elite. They both have similar styles, up and down the court. They have a lot of athletes.
It's an athletic team that can't keep up.
And athletic teams give the wine mixers a lot of trouble. Like the new look faculty would give if they saw them again.
They better hope they don't see us again.
So you're going Catalina in this one?
No. Are you nuts?
I tried to trick you into it.
What do you think? Normally I don't listen to you up here, like when you're talking, but that time
I got your attention that
I
time.
actually did listen to you, so.
So you're going with Elite by how
I was
many?
elite by 12.
Now I'll go with Elite by 9. Next up, we have Delaware versus Diamond State Warriors. Diamond State Warriors are on a 2-game losing streak right now.
And it's going to continue. Delaware's just too good.
Yeah, but is Delaware just going to stay home and watch the World Cup? Joe Walsh has been giving all his time to getting better at wiffle ball. And,
Well, we didn't see that last night. So.
well, he went up against a juggernaut and whiffing ain't easy.
No, we didn't either.
The undefeated whiffing ain't easy. We won't get started on the wiffle ball, but yeah, I mean, you know.
Delaware's just too much.
Are they going to have everybody?
I mean, they have 19,000 people on the roster. I hope they can get 5 there this week.
There's no way the U.S. is playing on Sunday again, right? There's no way.
I don't know when their game is if they get through.
Well,
It might be Sunday, to be honest with you.
well, Diamond State Warriors better hope that U.S. plays on Sunday. Because if Delaware has their whole team, no disrespect to Diamond State Warriors, but Delaware right now, if they have their full team, is the second best team in the B division to the faculty.
Behind the faculty.
Next up, we have Untouchables versus ACCB.
ACCB. We were just talking about athletic teams. ACCB's one of those athletic teams.
Untouchables have been playing really good basketball as of late.
That's all right. It'll end this week.
But so is ACCB.
Exactly.
Uh,
ACCB, I think they're both what? Let's check the standings here. ACCB's, I think, 4-1.
Yeah, they are. And I think the Untouchables are 3-2.
Yep. So it's going to be 5-1 and 3-3.
Fair enough. Yeah, ACCB, too much firepower. I don't think the Untouchables are going to be able to score with them.
I agree with you.
Next up, Refuse to Lose versus Hog Mob. Mike, is this the week that Refuse to Lose wins their first game of the season?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough.
They're going 0-6 this week. Hog Mob. I mean, Hog Mob's got a 6'8" church and a 6'7" church.
Now,
refuse to win, can't stop them.
Hog Mob
Jeez.
is coming off pretty much they just coasted to a win against Fighting Monsters. Now, Refuse to Lose, they have a big guy in Hunter Crane, who I don't think he was here this past weekend because he might have been a Fireball. I'm not sure if he was. I don't think he was.
You're getting all mixed up there.
Or Fire.
It's Firefly.
Firefly.
Fireball.
You were just talking about the Fireballs. But yeah, I'm going to go Hog Mob in this one. I'm going to go Hog Mob by 20.
You always try to like talk me into taking the underdog.
I'm just trying to make you see all sides.
I see what I see, not your side.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Pink Panthers versus Team Doc. Mike, does Team Doc continue to slide down the rankings?
No. They're mad about running into the faculty train.
You know, while we're talking about Team Doc, just want to wish Mike Jones a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Took you hate to see anyone go down. And, you know, it's the Achilles, that's a tough injury. So hopefully, you know, he gets the right treatment. And, yeah, hopefully we get him back out there in seasons to come. Because, you know, he's a very good player in the league.
Yes, he is.
You know, we don't like to see anybody go down, especially to an injury like that. But just to get back on this game, Pink Panthers, though, they won their last game. First, they didn't beat a slouch. They beat the DS Warriors.
So
that doesn't mean anything to you?
No. They only scored, what, 50 points?
Yeah.
You're going to need to score more than that to stop these top teams in the big.
So, Team Doc by how many?
16.
Now, I just got done watching highlight film from Team Doc's game and the faculty, because that's what I do. I just watch highlight film all day, every day now. And Team Doc, early on, they were passing the ball, they were getting wide open threes. And then as the game went on, they started playing one-on-one basketball.
That's how it was last season when we played.
And you know what? As good as you are as a team, you can get yourself in some trouble playing one-on-one basketball. Right. If Team Doc can get back to working their offense through Allen, and then all the other role players just falling into place, then
what do you think the Sixers did? They got to the championship. They lost, but
they won. They took a game from the Lakers. They took the only game from the Lakers that season.
Right.
So, I mean, you got Henninger, you got Allen.
You got so many weapons on that team. So many scores,
but you have to.
So many role players.
You have to go after matchups. So you have to go after the matchups. If you see a matchup that you have the advantage, you exploit it.
And it should be Dave Henninger against every team in this league except the faculty.
Yeah. Because of Turk.
Yeah.
Turk, the great equalizer.
Yeah. I love how, speaking of the faculty versus Team Doc, I love how Scooty's flying under the radar. He had 34 points, but no one's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about Turk. That's because Turk is 6'8", 260, running point guard. He's like LeBron James.
Yeah, I know.
Just maybe not.
I love it.
Just a little slower. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say, but
he probably gets up almost as high when he feels like it.
Yeah. Scoot keep flying under the radar.
So, and you know what? Team Doc actually versus the faculty was actually a really good game, and everyone was acting like we beat them by like 50.
We only beat them by 5.
They were actually winning for a good part of the game.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going Team Doc by. I think they are angry, so I'm going to go by 22.
I said 16, didn't I?
Yeah,
I already said 16.
Next up, we have Free Agent Squad versus Monstars.
I'm going Monstars this week, getting their first official win.
Yeah, I really like how free agents are playing as of late.
Yeah.
I'm going to go free agents to this one by 5 points. Monstars, what are they? They won one game?
One forfeit game.
Yeah, that even more reassured my pick. I'm going to go. I'm definitely going to go.
They're getting their first official win as a team this week.
All right, what's the score?
52-45.
Fair enough. I'm going to go free agents by 3. 50-47.
Okay.
All right, that'll wrap up our week 6. I believe we're already going into week 6.
Already.
Previews. Anything from you, Mike?
Nothing from me.
All right, thanks for checking us out. We'll see everyone on Sunday.